Hello, everyone. Coming up here on the Pro Wrestling Show, the SmackDown Ring Report here. As we talk about Austin Theory, set to defend his United States Championship against Santos Escobar. But Santos experienced something that Austin did not do. And we'll get to it coming up. Also, too, the phenomenal AJ Styles. He's in action against Karrion Kross. This brawl continues and it goes throughout the next feud, so we'll see that's going on. Plus, two, the bloodline. Is there problems factored into the bloodline? Roman defending his championship at SummerSlam against Jey, but that turned out to be a twist and turn as Jimmy fell a little bit some type of way. We'll get that coming up. But Charlotte Flair and Asuka will kick off SmackDown. Both women will involved in SummerSlam. We'll get that started. Pro Wrestling Show presents the SmackDown Ring Report and start right now. Hello, everyone. Welcome to this edition of the Pro Wrestling Show. I'm your host, as always, Pitch here. Glad you can join us here on the Pro Wrestling Show here on Connect TV. Join in the conversation. You can hashtag Pro Wrestling here on Connect in our socials. That's it. Don't forget, hit that subscribe button so you won't miss a thing. All right. We're going to get things started right now here on the Pro Wrestling Show for the SmackDown Ring Report. And what a show it was on SmackDown. SmackDown was just fast and furious, but there have been some commentary changes as well. So Kevin Patrick will now be the new play-by-play announcer, replacing Michael Cole. Michael Cole will still stay on SmackDown, but he'll be the play-by-play announcer for Raw. That's because of the changes that the new company Endeavor wanted. They wanted Cole to still be the face of WWE across all platforms. So Michael Cole will be sticking around, whether you like it or not. He's still going to be around. Corey Graves returns back to SmackDown as well. So SmackDown with Corey Graves, Michael Cole, and now the addition of Kevin Patrick. A lot of people saying this was a demotion for Patrick, but Patrick people felt like it wasn't. But WWE, they play their schemes and things and stuff like that. Well, like I said, Michael Cole now going to be going forward as the new voice and the face of the product going forward. And man, he'll never get a break. All right, we kick off with Charlotte Flair. Charlotte Flair, she was eyeing to become a 14-time women's champion. That did not happen at SummerSlam as Io Sky and the rest of her crew. Io Sky and her crew made an appearance on SmackDown with Damage Control to taunt you know who. And that's what it was. They was taunting to see how it was going to go for them. Well, Asuka went against Charlotte in a match. Asuka and Charlotte did battle, but it wasn't to no effect and to no avail and stuff. And how that was going to go. Charlotte tried to take down Asuka, but Asuka taking down Charlotte with where it was going to go down easily. Both women knocked out. But Io Sky, I guess, going to be a heel going forward. Thought she was going to be a babyface. But Io Sky holds the WWE Women's Championship after winning it at SummerSlam, which I predicted she was going to win. And she done so. There's a lot going on with that. Io Sky still holds the gold in WWE on SmackDown with Damage Control. Speaking of that, United States Champion Austin Theory proving to everyone that he is here to make a statement and he ain't gonna be paying around for nobody. Austin Theory will be taking on Santos Escobar a little bit later. Austin Theory and Santos kind of holding their own down. Austin Theory kind of want to be a proven champion, but Austin Theory did some devious things tonight. He slammed Santos was in the midst of an interview, and he decided to take down Santos and even try to drill his leg, knocking Santos' leg out of commission. Santos Escobar, it didn't look so good after what happened. Santos was in the midst of doing an interview. And Santos looked like his leg was hurt by hitting Austin Theory hitting the crate on Santos' leg. Santos still wanted to go, but we were going to see if he was going to be able to go for the United States Championship. And that match did happen and stuff,
But Santos paying the price. Santos Escobar could not go legitly. He was trying to see what was wrong with him. Santos was trying to get his leg back working, operating. But Adam Pearce had another solution. He named Rey Mysterio as Santos' replacement. So Rey Mysterio took down Santos and stuff. Rey Mysterio went against not took down Santos, but Rey Mysterio went against Theory for the coveted United States Championship after Santos could not go. Santos was in a lot of pain, his leg pain and stuff. Well, Rey Mysterio placed Santos for the United States Championship. It was online. And what a match it was. Rey Mysterio taking non-stops to Santos, taking Santos to the lead. But Rey Mysterio, not Santos, but Theory to the lead. I meant to say Theory. Rey Mysterio caught Theory and put Theory down. Theory. And what had happened? Theory did not leave tonight on SmackDown with the United States gold. Theory sat down in Theory took him down in Theory now. The coveted United States champ. Theory loses his U.S. title and loses it to Rey Mysterio, the legendary Rey Mysterio, wins back the United States Championship and stuff. Even Triple H, even made this right here. Triple H right here, the all-time great, who proves it every time he steps in the ring. Congratulations to the incomparable Rey Mysterio. So a lot of people are saying that Rey Mysterio and a lot going on. Rey Mysterio could himself and start down with communication of the United States winning over the championship down the road. It might be somewhere along that way. So I don't know what's going on with that. You still see Rey Mysterio and Dominic go one-on-one. But really, he needed that time, to be honest. Right here, Theory. So Theory might, like people were talking about, Theory might have to, get him something going for him. But Theory put to the test that he might have to get repackaged or something because something's not working for Theory. Theory was supposed to be the next face of WWE, and we don't know what's going down. Maybe he need repackaging, reseasoning, or something. He might need a career restart, reset. Theory. Another person who I believe might need another reset is Karrion Kross. Look at Karrion right here. Karrion Kross did a vignette with his wife Scarlett. Karrion Kross decided to do it all. He was talking about AJ Styles and stuff. But Karrion felt like he wanted to put AJ Styles, the phenomenal one, down. AJ Styles came out there with fanfare with mission that kept combat odds against Scarlett. It was that a explosive matchup for Charles some what was going down. So AJ used the move, but AJ decided to do this right here. Karrion decided to draw AJ down to the table. But like you see right here, Karrion gets the phenomenal forearm from AJ. AJ capitalized with that. But with the you see right here, AJ did his move and AJ Styles won his match. AJ Styles get the win over Karrion Kross with that move set right here. I forgot what the move set called, but he did. He pinned Karrion Kross. AJ Styles continues his winning ways, but I feel like Karrion's being on TV and stuff, it still's not going to help. It needs to help build Karrion a little bit more, but like I said, Karrion's gonna have to get more reset or something like Triple H, to be honest, he don't know what he's doing. To be honest, he's building veterans over legends, over newcomers, and this ain't gonna work. Got to be a blend. Got to be a mix of both. So hopefully Triple H will work on that Vince Russo thing. But speaking of another veteran, the Hall of Famer Edge came out there. Edge knows that he's winding his career down. Edge wants to wind it down. He wants to make sure that he leaves an impact and lasting legacy. He called out Sheamus and told Sheamus that he thanked Sheamus for getting him back to where he is. Edge felt like he wasn't there. Like he said, Sheamus motivated him and proved to him that he needed to be where he needed to be. Well, Sheamus saw Edge as a little figure when he was coming up in WWE, and thank Edge for reaching out like other superstars did. Well, we tell you this, Sheamus, Sheamus will be me and Edge next week at the Edge issue the challenge against Sheamus. So we'll see that match next week for Edge and Sheamus coming up next week on SmackDown between the two men that respect each other. But I don't know if Sheamus gonna turn on Edge or Edge gonna turn on Sheamus. It's just something you got to wonder and worry about. So we'll see. Well, getting his hand a token of victory right here. LA Knight. LA Knight has been the talk of the town. LA Knight has been doing everything, the right things and stuff. LA Knight went against Top Dollar and defeated Top Dollar at the Michael Cole called him Flop Dollar. LA Knight might be having a feud against the Miz. LA Knight and the Miz will be going against each other somewhere down the road. We'll have to wait and see on that one. But we know LA Knight has been he's been resonating with a lot of the fans lately on SmackDown and WWE. But we'll see what LA Knight's plan is going to be going forward. Also, too, the Street Profits, the new association with Bobby Lashley, what that going to mean for the Street Profits? A new career resurgence. The Street Profits need that career resurgence because they've been kind of stale lately. A lot of people have been saying the Street Profits need to split up, but they don't want to split up, but they need to split up. But I guess being with Bobby Lashley is going to help them get a resurgence to be kind of bad guys now. But sooner rather than later, the Street Profits are going to have to split up if they want to be taken serious as single competitors. But they're using this time now with Lashley to try to maintain and establish some new badism in them and stuff. So we'll see. But I don't know what Lashley's going to do for them and what this is going to mean for the Street Profits going forward. Will they go for the tag team titles or will they be Lashley's henchmen going forward? As Lashley, he wants to go for the US title or he ain't going for the world title. That's going to be too much of a handle with Roman. So we'll see what that's going to lead to. All right, and finally, the everyone's been talking about lately, the bloodline exploding right between our very eyes. We know Roman don't like Jimmy, don't like Jey. It's just bloodline is just boiling over control. Even Solo and Roman having their problem, but the bloodline trying to keep that intact. Well, Jey came out there to get why he was betrayed by his very own sibling, his own brother, Jimmy, at SummerSlam when he could have been world champion. But Jimmy didn't have a further explanation. Kept looking at his brother, didn't want to give him no explanation whatsoever. So the explanation was it was sort of jealousy overtones from Jimmy and Jey. Speaks from Jimmy mostly, but he felt like Jey was being bigger and didn't care about him. I mean, when your brother going for the world championship, you got to, support him regardless of whether you like it or not. You have your shot, but you got to earn it. Well, it just boiled down to it. Roman trying to be an instigator, trying to put two and two together like you don't have nobody and stuff. You don't have to join the bloodline. Well, it just boiled down Jimmy decided to spear Roman. Roman tried to get back at Jimmy with a Superman punch. Still wasn't no fake. Jimmy took down Roman with a spear. And he called out his brother and told his brother, hey, his brother went up to him and he super kicked his own brother. He super kicked Jimmy. Jey want to be his own made man, and who can blame Jey? Jey decided that he don't need the bloodline. He don't need to be on SmackDown, and he don't need to be in WWE. Jey decided that he wants to quit the whole entire WWE, the whole business. So that's gonna leave people wondering what's next for the Usos, especially for Jey. So I mean, Jey only knows what's best for him, but we just have to wait and see next week what this is gonna lead to. But everyone's been talking about the main event that it could be Jey versus Jimmy at Payback, with Rikishi being the special guest referee. But a lot of people are animate and waiting for like them to have a brother versus brother match at WrestleMania, and it could be at WrestleMania 40. They play their cards right, but Uso brothers want to do it quickly now, get done and over with. But more money at WrestleMania, the bigger payday. But we'll have to wait and see. But Jey saying that he quits WWE for good, so I just want to see how that's gonna last long. But we just have to wait and see on that one. All right, we know this coming up next week on the SmackDown Ring Report. We know that Edge will be taking on longtime friend Sheamus next week. Edge and Sheamus, which could be Edge's 25 celebration match. What could be his retirement match. We'll have to wait and see on how that's going to go. Plus, too, Grayson Waller has in effect the new United States champion, Rey Mysterio, next week. Will Dominic even show up or stop by? Or will Santos feel some type of way, have some underlying jealousy going on? There's a lot of jealousy going on late in WWE world as well. So, I'm going to leave it with that. With me being Kendra Dix, this has been the Pro Wrestling Show, the SmackDown Ring Report. We'll see you later for Collision later tonight.